What is going on, you guys? My name is Merch Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at the trophy system and seeing what it can and cannot block. Now, for this video in particular, we did a lot more testing than normal, so we tried lethal equipment, we tried tacticals, we tried field upgrades, weapons, and kill streaks. So if there's anything that I missed that you know of, please post it in the comments below. Before we get started, I just want to ask that you hit subscribe and the like button if you haven't already. That way it helps this channel grow, and it gets you guys a lot more content like you're seeing right here. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. So the trophy system is a device that blocks up to 3 enemy projectiles, and in addition to blocking projectiles, the trophy system can destroy most equipment that is placed down on the ground, so things like claymores and landmines. We'll actually show what that looks like in just a second. It can destroy up to 3 pieces of this equipment, and it displays a smoking animation once it's depleted. However, some explosives that are fired close to the trophy system can destroy it within their blast radius. The range in which projectiles and equipment are blocked appears to be about 7 to 8 meters from what I found. I used the artillery strike kill streak to measure the meters in which the trophy system was blocking equipment. And the trophy system is omnidirectional, so it blocks most projectiles within the line of sight above, behind, below, and in front of the equipment. It seems to stay active for approximately 45 seconds before dying, so it'll either take 3 projectiles, or if it hasn't reached that number in 45 seconds, it will just go away automatically. So the first category of equipment that we tried against the trophy system is lethals, and every piece of lethal equipment seems to be blocked by the trophy system except the throwing knife. So the first thing that we tried were claymores, and these get destroyed when they are placed down or if they are already deployed. And if one is already placed down, it blows up with greater explosive damage than preventing a claymore from being placed. So if you destroy one on the ground, it does explode with a much greater damage. Similarly to claymores, landmines are destroyed when being placed down or if they are already deployed, except they release greater explosive damage when they're blocked from being placed down versus when they're destroyed on the ground, so kind of the opposite of claymores. Frag grenades are destroyed when thrown or if they are already on the ground. Semtex grenades are also destroyed when being thrown or after sticking to a surface, so if they're already thrown, they will get destroyed if they haven't blown up quite yet. C4 is blocked when being thrown or after landing on a platform, and if the C4 is blown up after being deployed, it blows up with higher explosive damage than preventing one from being placed. Molotovs are destroyed when they're first thrown, but the fire they leave behind is not extinguished if the trophy system is placed down after they hit a surface. So if someone has already whipped out a Molotov and you try placing a trophy system down next to that fire, it's not going to do anything. Thermite grenades are blocked from being thrown, and they are extinguished if they have already hit a surface. So unlike Molotovs, you can actually destroy a thermite that is actively firing. So this is really one of the only known ways to disable this grenade if it's already started burning. And like I mentioned before, throwing knives are the only piece of lethal equipment that are unaffected by the trophy system. If they're thrown right next to it, they'll pass right through, and they're not destroyed when the trophy system is deployed near a knife on the ground. So these results really shouldn't be the most surprising in the world, just because whenever there's a trophy system in a Call of Duty, it's usually designed to counter these pieces of equipment. So let's go ahead and move into the tacticals. The first piece of tactical equipment that we tried is the snapshot grenade. So these are destroyed while spinning in the air if they've already been thrown and before being thrown. Now if they're destroyed while being tossed, the thrower is tagged through walls to the person who placed down the trophy system, not their teammate. So this is actually a really good counter for the snapshot grenade. I actually covered this in one of my previous videos, so I would definitely say the trophy system stands up really well against this. Next, we tried the decoy grenade, and this gets destroyed while it's rolling around and shooting, and before being thrown. Flash grenades will explode when they're destroyed without the flash effect. They just deal damage, so this works before being thrown or after they've been thrown on the ground before they explode. Stun grenades just damage the player when they're blocked. Again, they're just destroyed before being thrown or if they're already on the ground. Smoke grenades, however, are prevented from being thrown, but if a trophy system is deployed after the smoke has already been exploded, the grenade will be unaffected and continue to fill up the map with smoke normally. So really, this only works if someone is about to throw a smoke grenade or before they throw it, not after they've thrown the grenade. Gas grenades will be blocked if thrown when the trophy system is already out. However, if the gas grenade detonates before the enemy places their trophy system, it cancels the animation and makes them wait to place it. This is really rare and it has to be timed perfectly, but it can happen. This only affects someone when they are first exposed to the gas. After the animation plays where they're wafting their face, a trophy system can be placed down. This will not affect the gas that's already escaped from the grenade though. So those were all of the throwable pieces of tactical equipment, and they all get blocked by the trophy system. Now, we also decided to try the heartbeat sensor, and this isn't affected at all by the trophy system. Players can still be seen on its radar, people can still pull out the heartbeat sensor next to the trophy system without a problem. And we also tried the stim shot. This can be used near trophy systems, again, without any problem. This is not really surprising considering it's neither a projectile or something you plant on the ground. The next category of equipment that we looked at were weapons, and every kind of projectile weapon that's in the game seems to be blocked by the trophy system. So the first thing we tried were the Joker rockets, or the Javelin rockets from previous games, and these get destroyed before even coming close to a player, so enemies can still lock onto players that are standing next to a trophy system, but the rocket itself will be destroyed. The RPG is stopped far in advance of the trophy system, so this is actually a really good counter for people using rocket launchers in the game, and the underbarrel launcher attachment is blocked with whatever ammo type you use. Again, we tried a lot of different grenades, and they all seem to be blocked by the trophy system. We really couldn't find a standard weapon that's not blocked by the trophy system, so again, if you guys know of anything that I missed, please let me know in the comment section below. Now we move on to the more fun side of things to test with field upgrades, and the first field upgrade that we tried was the EMP drone. This gets completely destroyed by the trophy system, and the EMP effect is cancelled out. This is very effective at countering this field upgrade, and this should not be underestimated. Next, we looked at the munitions box, and this is instantly decimated when the trophy system is down, so new boxes cannot be placed, and existing boxes that are already on the ground are instantly destroyed. Again, a very good counter against this field upgrade. We also tried the weapons drop, and yeah, this actually gets destroyed by the trophy system, so both the smoke grenade that's thrown to call it in gets destroyed, and the box itself that's already dropped on the ground gets destroyed when the trophy system is placed next to it. And funny enough, you can use a trophy system to destroy another trophy system. Now, we did have one instance where an enemy trophy system was not destroyed, but I think this was a glitch, and all of the other testing that we did, the trophy system was destroyed when being placed down. Now moving on to field upgrades that don't have any effect against the trophy system. Oddly enough, the first is the tactical insertion. This is not broken before being placed down. It doesn't get destroyed after it's already been on the ground. This doesn't prevent enemy players from spawning back in. I'm a little surprised that the tactical insertion gets by the trophy system without any problem. We did test the deployable cover, and this remains unharmed by trophy systems, so the trophy system does not prevent enemies from placing a deployable cover, nor does it destroy existing barriers. The last field upgrade that we tested was the recon drone, and this flies right by the trophy systems. Enemies will have no problem deploying and using the recon drone, and you are still able to be tagged when standing near your trophy system. There's absolutely no effect against this field upgrade. Although the trophy system has no effect against these three field upgrades, I would still argue that it's incredibly strong. It blocks a lot of things in the game. And now we're going to move on to my favorite part of the video, testing kill streaks. We tested almost every kill streak in the game, and the first one worth noting is the cruise missile. This gets destroyed very easily by the trophy system. This is an incredibly great way to counter it without using the EOD perk. And in addition to all of that, there's no indicator given to the enemy using the cruise missile that they're about to hit a trophy system. The missile just explodes like normal. Next, we tested the chopper gunner, and its projectiles are easily blocked. We tried this in multiple different tests, but this kill streak can fire so fast it really doesn't matter. So, I mean, I would say this is good in a pinch, but I wouldn't depend on this to save your life. So we also tried testing the Wilson's projectiles, and they are usually blocked, but the trophy system seems to be pretty unreliable against its airburst munitions. Most of the time the shots were blocked, but sometimes they passed through without any hesitation. I would not rely on the trophy system to save you against this, especially considering how fast the Wilson shoots. So the last kill streak that we found to have any sort of effect from the trophy system is the infantry assault vehicle, or the tank, but this one is really weird. In most of the tests, the normal projectiles pass through without a problem, often hitting the trophy system directly when fired moderately close to it. At first, I actually had this categorized as not having any sort of effect from the trophy system. However, when the tank was fired from a distance, the normal projectiles were consistently blocked, but the RPG missiles still passed through. For normal projectiles, the trophy system did not appear to block them from going through the front, but it was blocking them after they had passed from the front of the trophy system. Still, after knowing this, the trophy system does not prove to be a consistent way to counter the tank, but this can be good in a pinch if you're trying to do something like running around a corner or you're trying to get away from the tank pretty quickly. But again, the tank can shoot so fast, it doesn't really matter. Moving on to kill streaks that have no effect against the trophy system, the first is the gunship. So all 3 of its projectiles are not phased by the trophy system. They will all pass through very easily without a problem. You can hit the trophy system directly if you want to. It does not matter. Next, we looked at the cluster strike. This does not care if you have a trophy system out or not. All the bombs passed right through. I was actually pretty surprised by this, considering that the bombs are just individual projectiles that burst once they've hit some sort of a surface. Now, the next surprising one to me is the care package. So both the smoke grenade is unaffected and the care package itself is not impacted by the trophy system. This goes for the airdrop as well. I think this is pretty strange just because the smoke grenade from the weapons drop gets destroyed by the trophy system and the crate itself, but the care package, although it uses a similar smoke grenade to call it in, has absolutely no problem. The precision airstrikes bombs will go right through the trophy system, don't even bother. I was not surprised by this result. And the sentry gun is not affected by the trophy system at all. I decided to try this because I figured if the Wilson can get moderately blocked, maybe the sentry gun could, but no, it just fires normal bullets and they will go right through the trophy system. We also tried white phosphorus, and it couldn't care less what your trophy system thinks. The bombs just fall right through. Lastly, we tried out the support helo, and this shoots through the trophy system no problem. Again, not a surprise considering it just shoots normal bullets. So those are all of the kill streaks that we decided to test. So again, if you think of something that I did not show, please post it below in the comments. So how can you counter the trophy system? Well, really, there's only 2 counters I can think of, and the first would be to use the spotter perk. Now, this lets you see enemy trophy systems and other equipment through walls, and you can mark them for your team by aiming down sights. When marking equipment, it stays visible for about 8 seconds before needing to be tagged again. I actually showed this in my last Claymore video. The other perk to use against the trophy system would be the EOD perk. Now, this reduces explosive damage that you can take from your equipment being destroyed by the trophy system, but more importantly, the perk lets you hack enemy trophy systems to use as your own. We tried a couple different myths regarding hacking trophy systems, so if you hack a trophy system, this does not reset the number of times it can destroy equipment. So if you hack a trophy system that has already blocked 2 projectiles, it will still only block 1 more. Also, hacking a trophy system does not reset the time it is active. If you hack a trophy system that has been active for 30 seconds, you will be able to use it for 15 more seconds. Lastly, trophy systems can be hacked back and forth between teams an unlimited number of times while it's active. So if you place a trophy system and an enemy hacks it and you go back to it, you can hack it right back and it's still going to have absolutely no penalty for doing so. And that's pretty much it. I couldn't really find any other counters in the game against the trophy system besides those 2 perks. And because of that, I would say the trophy system is incredibly strong. Number 1, because it charges a lot more quickly than the rest of the field upgrades in the game. And 2, it counters quite a lot of items in the game. Now, of course, there are a lot of things that it does not counter, but it covers almost every single piece of lethal equipment. It counters almost all of the tactical equipment out there. It destroys a lot of field upgrades. It counters a lot of kill streaks, and it even destroys the cruise missile, which is incredibly common in this game. So I really wouldn't underestimate the trophy system, and in fact, I would actually run it on setups a lot more frequently. And that's going to conclude the trophy system in-depth testing. So again, if I missed anything, please post it in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please make sure you hit subscribe and the bell icon. That way you are notified whenever I post more videos such as this. And if you could, slap the like button. That way it helps this channel grow. And I will see you in the next video.